LMIA. What is it? Why does it cost that much? Some people quoted 35,000, some people quoted 50 grand, even more than that. What is it? Why is it so costly? Well, first thing, what does it stand for? What is an LMIA? LMIA is actually a document that, so basically, let's say it's a government document basically. And let's take an example. Now I'm an employer. As an employer in Canada, let's say I want to hire someone for a position, anybody for a position. I have a position vacant. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do some advertisement. So I've done the advertisement, and for this particular process for LMIA, I have to meet the minimum advertisement criteria. I have to advertise to a certain group of people. Now, if I do that, and even then I'm not able to find a person for myself, right? Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all that proof, right? I'm gonna fill out an LMIA application, and then I'm going to go to the ESDC. Now ESDC is the government body that takes care of processing of labor market impact assessment, LMIA applications. So what's going to happen? I submit the application. After the advertisement compliance is met, which is for about 6 to 8 weeks, I have to run it. Let's say, and after doing that, I take the proof of the advertisement and the hiring process, whatever I've done, I take it to the ESDC through the application. Now what ESDC is going to do, they are going to review my application, and then they are going to make a decision on it. And during this process, they actually also call the employer. So they're going to call the employer, they're going to ask him or her if you made a genuine bona fide efforts to hire a Canadian or a permanent resident. And if they're confident that employer did genuine efforts to hire someone and was not able to get anybody for the required position, then they give them a document which is called LMIA, and it says that your application results in positive, which basically means that it's an approval, to hire a foreign worker. Now this foreign worker can be within Canada, this foreign worker can be outside Canada as well. So basically, how much does it cost, which is a very important issue, right? Why is it an important issue? Because the numbers that people are quoted, they sometimes vary so much, it's crazy. So let me tell you how much actually an LMIA would actually costs. So if you are applying an LMIA for a work permit purpose, the government fee for that is $1,000. Now, if you're doing it for permanent residency, for example, some people want to claim that 50 CRS points in the express entry, they will be going for the permanent residency one. If you're applying under that category, right? Under that, now the government is not going to charge anything from the employer. But what is the additional cost to that? Well, now whatever a lawyer or an RCIC takes to process the application, which ranges anywhere from $3,500, and people do it for lower cost as well. And it can go to whatever rate, like some do on average, I would say, let's say $5,000, right? So an actual cost of something which is lesser than even $6,000 or $7,000. And you see, when you ask someone 50,000, 55, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? And it's unethical, it's immoral. But again, now let's talk about how does the LMIA work. So the LMIA document in itself is a proof that the employer made a genuine effort, right? Now that combined with a job offer, with the employment contract, you take that and you go to the concerned, let's say if you're applying for work permit, we'll go to the concerned visa office and we're going to ask for a work permit. Now, and similarly, we have to meet certain criteria when we are doing that for the purposes of permanent residency. Now, once this thing is done, what LMIA actually is going to help you is that, and how it's actually valid for you. Now your name must be on the last page of the LMIA application, the application that has been approved. You can always, and why I'm saying this, because we've been hearing these stories where people got scammed the LMIA was dummy LMIA, was a wrong LMIA, and their application was refused or they were banned. How can you save yourself? Well, as soon as you get an LMIA document, if you can, we really recommend that you approach ESTC. Yes, you can approach them and ask them if this particular number LMIA has been generated or not. In coming videos, we are going to show how does it actually look like and what are the numbers where you can reach ESTC and stuff like that. Now, it is very important for you that you understand the process. Why so? Well, because we always recommend, if you have a friend, you have a family, you have a known person who own a business in Canada, always recommended that you approach them to save yourself from scams, right? And if they have a genuine need to hire a person, they qualify for the requirement for that is set aside by the government, why not? Why spend your hard-earned money on so much? Like, these people they're going to charge you whatever they want. I want to charge, let's say, $120,000. I'm going to quote you $120,000. It's not even worth it, but its effect on your future is worth it, and that's why people spend on it. But again, you don't have to. If you have any questions or queries, or you would like our assistance, you would like to discuss your case with us, you have certain confusions or concerns about it, feel free to call us. We'll be more than happy to assist you. Start right, start with an RCIC. Thank you very much.